Happy Hump Day to you, and welcome to another edition of the Weekly Dump. My name is. Where are we? My name is Kevin. How are you doing today? Welcome to this wonderful Wednesday. And actually, while we're here, happy. I don't know if it's happy, but it's Bell Let's Talk Day today. So let me just put that over there we go. It's Bell Let's Talk. That's sort of an iconic symbol that we have here in Canada. And it allows us to be open and talk about um, me- mental illness and saying it's okay not to be okay. So I'm actually going to be talking about that in just a little bit. But I also have some other news that I do want to share with you. Just came from a meeting. That's why I was a little bit late. We had our Chive admin meeting, so I have some updates to bring you with that. Also, going to be sharing some of the events and things that are be going on. But I haven't had a chance to make myself a drink, and this is going to be the last drink of January for me because this time next week, we're going to be starting dry February and we'll be going alcohol free for the entire month. So I'll be making some good mocktails and we'll come up with some interesting recipes. So hopefully you will join me in that journey. But first, I have to go down and make my last drink of the month. So gonna give you a little video to watch so that I can make my way down to my bar and we will see you over there soon. So have a good one and we'll see you on the other side. Cheers. We'll see you shortly. And welcome back and welcome down to the bar. Gonna be making my last alcoholic drink. So welcome, and just to make it fitting, I'm actually going to be doing something a little bit different, and it's called the Canadian Gulp. So what's included in this is some amaretto, some beer, and some Coke. some Coke here. Hashtag not sponsored. But just want to say, hey, see Miles there. I'll say hi again upstairs when I get back up there. But yeah, hopefully you're doing well, my friend. Thanks for popping in. And we are going to be making this into a tall glass here. So we're going to start off with up our, starting off with our amaretto. It's actually going to be a strong beverage because it is 3 ounces of amaretto. So starting off with number 1. 2. And 3. And of course, me being a little bit messy here. But you are not seeing any of that because of movie magic. You just don't see any of those spills on this dark surface, do you? So, all right, so that's the amaretto. Then next, we pour in the beer. And what I've chosen for a beer is Big Rock Brewery's Pilsner. It's a Czech style Pilsner, and it is so delicious, especially during the summer. So good. So it said fill it almost all the way to the top. And then we top it off with a couple ounces of Coke. So there we go. Oh, please don't foam over. So here we go. And of course, have to take a picture before we actually take a sip out of it. So we'll take a couple pictures, and there we go. Here's one. And Miles, I'm taking a picture with you in the background. So spam those hellos and chive on and cheers and all those good words. And make sure I get you and your cheers into the photo as well. There we go. Hey, and those icons actually showed up. Sweet. Looks good, Miles. Thanks a lot. So hopefully one of those pictures will turn out. All right. So whatever you're drinking, and I have a feeling you're drinking Propel water, Miles, so I will toast to you. Cheers, mate. Thanks for joining. Nom, 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 nom. So good. So I'm going to head back upstairs and we'll carry on with the updates and a few other things. So we will see you back upstairs. I'll be back on the other side. And we are back. Just want to make sure. Yeah, everything is still connected. And yeah, so welcome back. And here we are. Mr. Miles, want to say hello to you, my friend. Thanks for popping in. And welcome back again. Why, thank you. You're so kind. So, as I was saying before the break, it is Bill Let's Talk Day. Let me just jump over to. Here we go. So, as I was saying, this is sort of an iconic symbol up here in Canada that is telling people that it's okay to talk about mental illness and taking away the stigma of it staying hidden and not not talking about it. So um, today is a day where you can actually share how you're feeling, and nobody is going to judge you for whatever that you are saying. So um, just a few of these graphics that we have available to us every January 25th. Bell Canada, they donate money to charities surrounding mental illness for every hashtag of Bell Let's Talk. So they, whether it be internet or Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, wherever you use that hashtag Bell Let's Talk, they will donate. I think it's 5 cents to charity to help combat or help those that are dealing with mental illness and get the help that they need. So, and I just want to make sure I read through this because I found it's very touching and relevant. So I want to make sure I actually say the wording correctly. So on January 25th, participate in Bell's Let's Talk Day to create a positive change. And as you can see, it spells change down the side. Choose a mental health organization to learn about or support. Help a friend struggling with mental health issues by learning ways to support them. Ask about how your school, workplace, or community is creating change for mental health. Nurture your own well being by practicing and learning mental health strategies. Get involved in a mental health initiative or organize an event to support mental health. Engage in conversation about mental health to fight the stigma. And then, if you are going to be posting stuff on social media, share your actions using hashtag Bell Let's Talk and help inspire others to join the movement and create a positive change. And then for more ideas, I give you the website bell.ca/let's talk. So this has been an annual event that goes on, and I just love going on to social media this day because every single tweet, everyone is doing Bell Let's Talk. So that means that money is going towards these mental health organizations to help support those that are dealing with very, very with different issues, so that they can get the support that they need. So share your actions using the hashtag Bell Let's Talk till I think it's till midnight tonight, and help others to join the movement to create positive change. So there's a QR code to get more information if you are interested in finding out a little bit more about Bell Let's Talk Day. And one, as I had mentioned downstairs, I just did my last drink. So cheers to you. My last alcoholic drink of January. Because a week from now, it'll be February 1st, and we are doing the Dry February Challenge. So be actually spamming a lot of our social media with the Dry February sign up or donate buttons so that you can help support the Canadian Cancer Society. Um, any money that you do goes directly towards them. And yeah, I'm going to be trying to raise as much money as I can for cancer. And actually, I do have a relative who has cancer and has been fighting it. And he's actually winning through all of his therapies. It's not taking over his life. So, um, yes, I will actually. I can post a recipe for it if you like. Maybe I'll do that when I do the my post on Instagram of the drink. I'll fix up the picture and make it look pretty. Do all the nice cropping and so forth, and then I'll maybe put the recipe in the description for you. So, yeah, definitely, it is very very tasty. Right. So yeah, so that's dry February. We have that coming up for the entire month. And also another thing that we have coming up is the Have a Heart blood drive. We're going to be doing it for the entire week. So from February 12th to 18th, we usually do it over the Valentine's in February because of heart and have a heart and give blood to make another person's life that much better. So, if you're able to, please go out and donate. But, however, totally understand if you're unable. But definitely just spread the message out to those who are able to donate. That blood, it's in you to give, and it's definitely needed. So, if you are able to, please go out and donate. I am making my appointment right after this show. And now for the reason why I was late today. We had our Chive Nation admin meetup today. So we actually had a few things that we talked about. So I'm actually going to make it a little bit bigger for me to read because I'm not quite sure if everyone can read this. There we go. Not that one. This one. Here we go. So, today we talked about a multitude of different things, which I was super excited to chat about, just to hear what's going on with Chive Nation. Um, so yeah, we actually are on Discord, and Miles, I know you're familiar with Discord, but we actually have a channel called The Shack that is slowly morphing into a beast of its own, and basically becoming a place where a bunch of chivers are meeting and chatting with each other, and they are wanting to, there's a bunch of people that aren't on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and all those other social media platforms which we're on, but they want to know who their chapters are in their local area. So it's an opportunity for them to get in touch with us. So using Discord as that platform to have everybody meet is going to be sort of our focus for 2023. We're going to be spending a little bit more time in there, and there's so many things you can do in there. As you're well aware, Miles, that's our meetups with Stacy happen in Discord, so we can have video chats. So we're looking at doing happy hour hangouts, that sort of thing, and possibly even doing movie nights or game nights or something like that. So keep an eye out. Definitely will be posting and letting people know about all of those things that will be upcoming. And of course, there's going to be some of them that will be have a fundraising aspect to it as well. So yeah, they are. There's lots of people there that are looking for their local chapters, and if there isn't a local chapter, there may be some new channels opening up with those that are looking just to chat and get to know each other, and hopefully they can recruit some other people and possibly get a chapter started up in those cities as well. And this is sort of where all the action is right now. There's a lot of activity going on, whereas a lot of the other social media platforms are sort of waning off, and the activity just isn't as prevalent as Discord is right now at these days. Um, so yeah, definitely. I know you would love that, Miles. Be part of some game nights. That definitely would be a lot of fun. What else? Then we're talking about happy hours at the Chive headquarters. They actually have a bar right in their office, which is pretty cool. They have all the proper licensing to be able to do it. Um, and previously, it has been Fridays from 4 to 6. They would have a copper bar happy hour, but there's going to be a bit of a change in 2023. They're just sort of changing it that not necessarily every Friday has a bunch of people coming in. Definitely, if you are there between 4 and 6 o'clock, you're more than welcome to join in and come and have a beverage. Um, but when there is a paid sponsorship, um, actually, what's the reason for a bit of this change is the bartenders in behind the bar are actually staff people, and they're just volunteering their time to be able to serve the beverages to the people that come in. And a lot of these are first responders, veterans, and gold coin owners, that sort of thing. So if you have a coin or you're first responder or veteran, feel free to drop by the Chive headquarters for happy hour on Fridays. But one thing that sort of is going to be changing, that if they are partnering with somebody or there's a sponsorship, they will actually, the sponsorship will be paying for bartenders so that the staff can actually go and enjoy themselves instead of being behind the bar and actually working. Because yeah, week after week after week of doing this, it may get a little taxing on some people. And yeah, you definitely have to have qualifications to be able to serve alcohol to people. So um, yeah, then we also went through some fantasy football updates, which honestly wasn't a huge draw for me because I'm not part of the fantasy football league. But the group that we had, they were sort of bantering back and forth, asking about it, about things that are going on, seeing as the NFL season's coming to a close now, and asking when it starts up again next year. So all some details were given about that. And then the Green Gala date was announced, which I am super pumped about because I think I will actually be going to it this upcoming year. So, hey, hockey night. Thanks for popping in, bud. Good to see you. So yeah, the Green Gala date was announced, and they're actually doing it at the end of October. So October 28th, which is, let me pull up my calendar here. June, July, August, September, October. So the 28th, that Saturday, that weekend is where all the shenanigans and all the events are going to be going on. So the 26th, the Thursday, the Friday, the 27th, the 28th, and then there's a brunch on the 29th. And usually it's 29th when everybody flies back. But the Green Gala is actually a huge uh, thank you to the actually it's for the recipients of the donations that we give, and it's a chance for the recipients to meet Chive Nation and donors that helped raise money for their respective charities. So yeah, I'm looking forward to possibly heading out to Austin, Texas for that come October 28th. So now that I know the dates, I can actually book my vacation time, which is kind of cool. And then Another announcement was Chive TV is sort of back at their headquarters. Chive TV was sort of grouped into Atmosphere TV, and that is the places where you go and you see all those funny and action packed videos, like at a bar or a pub. You look up and you see like a bunch of skiing, a bunch of awesome events, sort of like fail army type of stuff as well. So Chive TV actually had a channel in amongst all of those, and they are actually moving that from the atmosphere location back to the Chive headquarters, just so that they can have more input as to the type of content that goes out to the Chive TV. They're still under Atmosphere TV, but the Chive TV is an amazing tool to help promote lots of local businesses as well. The way it works is people they request and it comes free of charge. Uh, they get a free Apple TV and they get to stream like Atmosphere TV programs as well as Chive TV is actually one of the channels on there. So while that is in rotation of the videos, in between there's some breaks where you can actually input local um, like sales and promotions from that business. So like a bar could put up like a, a sale or like Wing Wednesday sort of thing and promote some of the products that they have going on. Or I know that where I get my hair cut, they actually have Atmosphere TV. So I go when I go in, I change it over to Chive TV, and you just watch all these videos, and then yeah, they have their own sales or promotions that are coming up as part of their ads. So to do that, they have to pay for a subscription, but it's a relatively cheap cost for to be able to have that service in their building. So yeah, that was just sort of a little bit of small news that they're moving the people back into the Chive headquarters because yeah, it just seemed they wanted to have more Chive related or Chive centric content on that Chive channel, and to be able to do that, they wanted them back in the Chive headquarters. And then there's also lots of discussion about the various chapters that are doing floats down the rivers this summer. And I was thinking about doing something like that here in Calgary as well. But yeah, they're looking at possibly doing like a T-shirt or listing events of like floating down the river, all the different chapters. So in June, I know there's about two or three chapters that are going to be doing floats down their rivers down in the U.S. So once those sort of come up, I definitely will share those so that you guys can reach out and possibly go and float down the river and just have some fun. And all it's all to raise money for charity as well. So you may I don't know if it's like 10 or $20 or something, and you just gather and there will be beverages consumed while floating down the river, but yeah, it should be a good time. And am looking forward to trying to get one organized up here in Calgary as well, because we have the Bow River going right through the center of the city. And for those that are watching uh, The Last of Us, so many of you have known that a lot of it was shot in Calgary as well. Oh, that's funny, Hockey. You're hilarious. Rather just be tethered to the river instead of floating. But yeah, The Last of Us was actually shot in Calgary. So there were some pictures that some people have taken of Calgary and what some of the shots of that. It was just shortly after the first episode aired, and sort of did a comparison. And yeah, there were some special effects and everything, but the majority of it was all pretty darn close. And a few of the bridges that they're actually filming on, that is the river actually does go underneath it. So, but yeah, The Last of Us was shot around Calgary and around Alberta as well. So there's not just this one location, but yeah. So if you are watching it, you can rest assured a lot of it will be where I am living right now. So, and yeah, I was actually going to be posting some stuff on my personal account to show some of the differences between what it was or what it is and how they changed it to make it for The Last of Us. So yeah, how are you guys doing today? Um, I really don't have anything too much left to say, so just like to see how you guys are doing. Sounds like you're keeping busy there, Hockey. So hopefully you are able to keep calm and chive on for the rest of your work shift. So, and Hockey, cheers to you, bud. And Hockey, just to let you know, this is a Canadian gulp. And what it is amaretto, beer, and a little bit of Coke. And it is so tasty. And my beer of choice today is from a local brewery called Big Rock. And I chose a Czech Pilsner. And it was so good. And yeah, your new workplace. Little bit tired from that. So how are things going in your new place? Is it fun and challenging? Nice. And Miles, do you do a lot of editing? Because that is something I know I am not good at all. It's like I just like doing the live and then sort of cutting the beginning of my video and then sort of at the end as well. But to do the editing in the middle, I'm really not that great at it at all. So I am always looking for tips and tricks and help to do with that. Yeah. Totally agree, Hockey. Oh yeah, and Hockey, just to let you know, a week from now I will not be making alcoholic beverages for an entire month because I am doing a dry February campaign. I'm going to be raising money for the Canadian Cancer Society, and I've chosen the month of February to be going dry. So I'll be making mocktails for the entire month of February. So I'm going to be doing some research. So starting next show, I will be making mocktails, and hopefully they're colorful and sweet and good. And so I have to make sure I do my research beforehand to make sure I have the ingredients prior to be able to do the drinks properly. So, all right. Um, yeah, I guess that's all I have right now. I do have a few other things I need to get ready, and I did take a picture of the drink downstairs, so I need to edit that and get that out. And I will be putting the recipe on there as well because Miles says it looks so tasty, and believe me, it is. Delicious. So, with that, oh, good for you, Miles. Proud of you for taking that sort of leap into that next position. So hopefully I'm pretty sure you will excel at it and sort of grow and go up the corporate ladder, I guess. So, all right, I will send you off to the rest of your evening. Hopefully, you're having a great rest of your evening, and I will chat with you next week and get ready to have some fun because we'll be making the mocktails, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be some fruit and some cutting involved with that. So I want to say cheers and chive on. Cheers.